So today I decided to share with you my FNC Photocard collection binder. This is actually just a small fraction of my entire Photocard collection, but this is the binder I have with me at the moment. I'm actually borrowing my brother's camera, kind of playing around with it to see if I want to buy something similar, so I could share the rest of my album and Photocard collections. So just for today, we're starting with FNC bands. So hope you enjoy. And first off is FTIsland. So all the groups are organized by debut year, and FTIsland happens to be my favorite. And they're my ultimate of all ultimates and all K-pop. So I collect quite a bit of their stuff, to say the least. And how their section is organized is I have their Korean releases, followed by their Japanese releases, and then some Japanese postcards, and just other kind of miscellaneous merchandise that I've accumulated since I started collecting. So first off is their albums from, zoom out a bit, from I Will, which is one of my favorite albums of all time. For Korean releases, I try to collect everything because they don't have too many cards from their Korean releases. So the member versions all come in the regular version of I Will, and these kind of little unit photo cards come from their special version. So I'm just missing one of this unit kind of cards, so you'll see I have these versions and then one on the back. So I'm missing, I think, one with Hongyi and Minwon, and then that will be finally complete. And then next here I have Where's the Truth. So these are all of the false versions from this release. This is a freebie, and the cards I'm going to be putting on these last three pockets come from these kind of skin decals to put, I think, on your battery pack or something. So when you buy that, you get a random member photo card. So far I only have 3, so I'm missing both Jonghoon's and Hongyi's. So I think for now I'm just gonna order it. When I get Jonghoon's, I'll put it here and keep Jaejin's here because those are my top 2. And then eventually I think I'll put Hongyi's here whenever I get my hands on that one. And the rest of this page is the Truth version from Where's the Truth. So the difference between these two cards, other than that they come in different versions of the album, is these cards are a bit glossier, while the false version has more of a matte finish. So it's kind of interesting how they went with that, and kind of goes with the finish on the covers of their respective albums, which I found interesting. And these cards come from the special kind of Halloween trick-or-treat package you could get that comes with a full set of these kind of Halloween themed cards, which are adorable. And some kind of like treats. I think it comes with like cotton candy and some cookies, and they're nice. They're not very sugary, so I enjoyed them. And then here are the larger cards from their Korean discography. First with their Beautiful Journey, kind of Polaroid style cards. Again, these are in age order, how I organize all my cards usually. The 2 bongnis in the back. And then these 2 come from their All About Japan kind of best of album, if you will. So the members selected their favorite Japanese songs and remade them into Korean versions to give to their Korean fans as a gift. So I'm missing 3 of these postcards, and they're a little harder to come by. But right now I just have Jaejin's and Singhan's. And then this page starts with my Japanese card collection. So they have a lot of Japanese releases, which is why I only collect my top 2, Jonghoon and Jaejin. I'm considering expanding this, but it's going to be expensive, and especially if I want to try to get Honki's cards, almost near impossible. So for now I'm just going to stick with my top two, and if I want to I might expand later. We'll see. And these are just in release order, so I've made excuse me. I made these little kind of labels, show you what album they come in. And you'll notice this little sticky thing, that's just to remind me that I have that card coming from my From Japan order, along with the album. And so most of these kind of old release cards are really difficult, raining especially. Hoping to one day stumble upon these cards for a decent price. Other thing to note is Seunghyun came into FTIsland a little later. He was not an original member of FTIsland, so this is sort of another reason why I'm a little hesitant to maybe expand my collection to collecting all the members, because his cards officially start this release, their first Japanese full-length album. But we'll see what I decide to do later. And then some more singles that followed, and the cool thing about these is the backs kind of have the same pattern, just in different colors. So it's nice that the pages ended up, or all those cards ended up on the same page. And I'm just going to go through these a little bit more quickly. So we have next releases. This is their next full-length Japanese album, followed by this is kind of their favorite Korean songs that they put in their Japanese release for their Japanese fans. Some more singles. Their third full-length Japanese album. And then their next full-length Japanese album. So if you're curious how they kind of fit all the singles they release and their Japanese album, kind of how that works usually, is they select all the title tracks from previous singles and then one B-side. So for example, for Rated FT, they took the 3 singles that followed after 20, their previous full-length album. So they had Top Secret, Polar Star, and You Are My Life. So they added those songs onto Rated FT along with one B-side from each of those releases and put them all on Rated FT with a few more new tracks. And so that's usually how they kind of do their Japanese releases. And the singles collection kind of album contain all of the B-sides that weren't put onto full-length albums. So all the single releases were B-sides from previous releases. So I think they'll have to do another one of these at some point. However, they haven't really been doing too many single releases every year. They just maybe put 1 or 2 out a year, followed by a full-length album. So I'm kind of enjoying that they're putting out more full-length albums more regularly in Japan, but it's kind of less frequent releases, which is okay. Another thing to note is Beautiful, for some reason, it's been really difficult for me to get. So I think I've tried ordering 2 Jaejin ones and 1 Jonghoon one. They all fell through. One of these days I'm gonna get my hands on them, but we'll see. I have one in mind for Jaejin's that comes with the album, so hopefully that'll work out. If not, it's a fairly new release, so hopefully I'll find them eventually. And then we have New Page, which I actually have duplicates of another one of Jaejin's coming along with a Seunghyun. So if anyone has Jonghoon's and would like to trade, please let me know, because his has been a little tricky to find. Then To the Light, which are my favorite set of cards. I think I might just collect everyone's, even if I don't decide to collect all of FTIsland's Japanese cards because the set is just so pretty, and it's my favorite Japanese song from them, or single. Such a good song. And NWU, which is their latest Japanese release, or full-length album release, and then Just Do It is their latest single release that they released last summer. And then here are their event tickets. So the same thing, I just collect Jonghoon and Jaejin along with the group cards. And I'm really glad they stopped doing these because these are a pain to get a hold of. And you'll notice that these 3 have little hole punches in them. So that just means fans actually went to the event and got to meet these members. Probably from like a high touch event or something. So that's pretty cool. I'm not too worried or pressed if it's has a hole punch or not, like I am with my 2 PM cards. Reason being is because these are kind of impossible to find without holes in them. And if they don't have holes in them, they're ridiculously marked up. So I'm just happy that I found these members. And these are all the group cards from their releases. So most of their Japanese releases come with at least 1 group card, except for some of their earlier releases they didn't come with group cards. And then some of their kind of, I guess, middle years, if you will, Japanese releases came with 2 group cards. So my goal was to collect 1 Japanese group card from all the releases. So I don't have everything yet, but these are the ones I've, I guess, have at the moment. And so it's a very similar, they had the same kind of back style as the single member one. So if you're curious where these come from, you could ask me or just kind of refer to the other pages. And then this are kind of just miscellaneous cards from Japanese releases or Korean releases that didn't really fit with my collecting kind of process. And so I have a bunch of Sinkhans because he's pretty easy to find, unfortunately. Well, fortunately and unfortunately. He's not the most popular member, even though he's ridiculously funny. I really love him. And he has really pretty cards. So it's another reason why I want to maybe expand a few pages there to include all the members. But for now, I just have, he has his own page. A few more of his coming from my From Japan order too. We'll expand to probably another page. But what I have of his now. And then these are some more miscellaneous cards from Hongi and Minwon. And this card comes from their Thanks To album, which was a Korean release. I just stuck it in here. And this is from Hongi's solo albums. And this sticker comes with their FTHX, so their 6 kind of Korean concert postcard set, which I'll show you later in the video. But now on to the Japanese DVD cards. So these are, I usually just kind of pick up either Jonghoon's or Jaejin's that I like or that are cheap. So right now I have 2 of his, Jonghoon's 5 Go postcards. They're actually different sizes. This one's a bit wider, so it won't fit into these pockets in this sleeve. So that's why they're organized this way. Then I have 2 more from him. So this is from Messenger and Love FTIsland, which was the concert after they released their NWU album. And this is just a random photo I got as a freebie. And this is just a group card from Where's My Puppy, and then 2 Jaejin's DVD postcards. So from 5 Go and Run Run Run. And then this is a signed Polaroid from Jonghoon that I found randomly on a Japanese website for really cheap, so I grabbed it, naturally. And then just random pictures of Jaejin that I got randomly. And then this postcard set on this page is from their colorful photo book, which I think is one of their first official kind of Japanese photo book releases that they had available. So it has mostly interviews from them in Japanese, so, but it has some nice pictures. And then these jacket cards come in one of the versions of Distance. They also had jacket cards come in, I think, the fan version of Shiwa Theory, so I plan to get those sometime. I see them floating around on Japanese websites. So one of these days, I'll pick them up. And then this card, along with page behind it, so I got these in the Taiwan version of their Double Date Repackage album. So that contains songs from the subunit FT Triple, which has Jonghoon, Jaejin, and Minwon in it. And I think this kind of card set comes in different Taiwan releases, but I'm not 100% positive about that. So you'll see these here, and then Minwon's is in the back. And then I got this jacket card as a pre-order bonus from CD Japan when I bought my NWU album from them. Oh. And then I need some more sleeves to put these postcards in, but I just got this postcard set from their Thanks tour. So you have Jonghoon, Jonggi, Jaejin, Singhoon, and then Minwon. So the picture quality is kind of a little fuzzy, but I think that's to go with the theme. It looks like it's from like a camera or something. They're still pretty cute. And then this last page for FTIsland are just freebies I got, or stickers. I think these little treasure tickets or event tickets for when they're promoting a SOTS vacation, so I just stuck them in here. And then my next section is CNBlue. So CNBlue is my second favorite band, kind of, from Korea, followed by, alright, so they're right after FTIsland, of course. And I don't really collect too many of their cards other than the ones I get pulled for my album. That's because they don't have too many cards, and the cards that they do have are from releases, their most recent releases, which aren't exactly my favorite from them. I don't really like the music direction they're going in now, but I'm hoping next year they kind of touch back on their kind of older sound, but we'll have to see what they decide to do. So I have these two from Together and these two from Blooming, and then this card is from Hyunwoo's debut solo album. So this is from the B version, which is the, I guess, the blue-black version. So I still need to get his white version. But that's my very long wish list. I'll get to it eventually. And then these three cards are from Present, which was kind of a Japanese, or a kind of a best of Japanese, or their favorite Japanese songs they gave to their Korean fans for them to check out and enjoy. And then this little standee is from Can't Stop version A, and I also have Junctions version B. The sticker came with Codename Blue, which is where these calendar cards come from, along with this one. And then from Reblue, the limited version, all the versions come with this group postcard, and then depending on which member version you get 2 postcards of that member. So my bias is Junction, so I got his 2 postcards from his version. And then these postcards come from Together and Blooming. So the larger ones that don't fit in these pockets in this sleeve, because they're a little bit wider, is from Together, their second full-length Korean album, and then both of these are from Blooming. And then this is the other one from, camera cut off. So now we are at N.Flying, FNC's Long Forgotten Children. Oh man. I really love N.Flying, and I really hope FNC promotes them really well next year, to say the least. They better give them a killer comeback. They really deserve it. Anyway, they don't have too many cards. So, I have a full set of their awesome debut mini album Photocards, along with one of the Lonely Photocards. So I hope to get the last three sometime soon, though they're a little difficult to find. And also the Taiwan version of Awesome. They come with these kind of postcards for each member. So I hope to get that as well one day, so that their section's a little bit thicker. And they also came out with a Japanese single that came with a group photo card that I also need to get one of these days. And the next is FTIsland, who are one of my favorite rookies of 2016. Even though they only released, well, 3 official songs and then 1 winter kind of song from their kind of pre-debut drama for some of the members. I really love their personalities, and I really hope FNC gives them some really great music for next year, so that they could just kind of soar a little bit more in popularity and recognition, because these guys are really talented, in my opinion. And so right now, I hope to collect all the members at this point, but depending on how many photo cards FNC makes them have, if it gets a little bit too much, I might just limit it to like my top 3 or something. For now, I'm hoping to have this whole page filled up from their debut in the album, so this is going to go on a separate page when I get more sleeves. But I'm missing 4, and I'm hoping that the next few albums I'm going to be getting from them, from Sinastoria's group order, will hopefully help me complete this, and we'll see who I end up with. And this guy, Daewon's, so this is from the Taiwan version of their debut single album, and I actually have 2 of these, so if anyone bought this version of the album and would like to trade for Daewon, please let me know, and we could do something. And then I just put their postcards that you get with their debut single in here by age order. I'll just look through these. And then this is all of their merch that I've collected. So I don't have everything, but I have probably most of it, or I'm pretty up to date. So these are the photo card sets from their new school, so before they officially debuted as SF9. And they all have school uniforms and dark hair. Oh, very adorable. And this is another photo card set you could get from their FNC's website. This went out of stock really fast, and I was just lucky enough to manage to get that from there. And I personally think this is a prettier photo card set than their album photo card set. It was really adorable. And then they came, FNC also had 2 official postcard sets you could buy. I just have the spring kind of series because I thought this was a little bit prettier. And now the other one is, their set's pretty cute too. I just don't want the section to be way too bulky like I think it's going to be by next year. Again, this is just an age order. And the boys just look really cute with all the flowers. Last but not least, I have their garland set, which is just adorable. I couldn't resist buying this. So it comes with all the members as well as some clothespins and some line. So if you want to hang them up, you can, but I just stuck them in here. And this completes my FNC binder. So AOA is noticeably missing, and they're actually in my girl group binder since that one's pretty small, and I collect quite a bit of giveaway, and they do have a lot of cards. But that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to continue to release some content for my other Photocard binders and album collection.